I can't do it. We'll do I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up?
Montana looking, throwing in the end zone. Caught it! Dwight!
Merrill over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
And that'll do it. It's over. The Golden State Warriors return to a familiar place. They're on top of the NBA world.
We're down to 2, now to 1. Here's Jordan.
Yes!
It is all over. The Chicago Bulls.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Hey, this promises to be fun.
Oh, yeah!
All right. Sorry I'm late, but here we go. Good morning. Welcome to the tuckered out Tuesday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Whew. Snowman is here. Colt's with me. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it and get this out of the way. Please like and share this broadcast. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. I've had a run around morning, and that's saying that's just saying the least of it. I need a favor. And I know I've asked this before, but I'm going to ask it again. If you all can support the show by hitting the Cash App with this tag, it would be sorely appreciated. It's part of the it's part of the Colt. Drop it. No, you don't. Hold on a minute. Good dog. This is the Colt is my new puppy. And a big puppy at that. Because my family's going through a lot right now, and that's saying the least of it. So if anybody, what are you chewing on? Yeah, come on here. So if anybody can help out the show and help us out, it would be very, very much appreciated. I'll be saying the Cash App tag throughout the course of the program. Just a moment. Sit, boy. Sit, Colt. He's looking for more stuff to get into. Cole Johnson's on the way. Sorry that I'm extremely late. We're probably going to forego the whip around. We'll see. We'll see how everything goes. I may just have to bring him up here. But Quint. All right, Colt. Come here. Hold on a moment. There. Say hi to Colt, everybody. And you want to know something awful? We just may have to give him up because of an unknown pet policy that was thrown at us. I don't want to give up Colt. My wife doesn't want to give up Colt. Yeah, Victor, this is one big puppy. This is one big, beautiful puppy. I'll answer the chosen one's question. No, I mean, yeah, we got our bills paid, but we're still struggling. I'm trying to get disability, and they're not hearing me. And it's just a whole lot going on right now. What a lot of people don't realize is that having this platform and having this show brings me a lot of peace. It just brings me a lot of peace. I nearly said screw it and didn't come on today. I nearly didn't come on today. And I still may depart early and like go for a drive and clear my head or whatever. You are rambunctious this morning, puppy. But I have Colt with me. I have you guys with me. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys so very much. We're just going to wing it today. What? What are you whistling at? I can't have you chewing on stuff. Let me set him down. Okay, big puppy. Okay. We are going to talk sports today. I'm going to try my best to keep Colt here with me. And thank you all for being here early. Let's go to the Fanatics feedback zone because I saw this piece of ridiculousness, and LeBron James should never, ever, ever be the logo of the NBA. He is the worst player on the planet. Period. And yes, Drew Snowman indeed is back. And now I got my partner Cole Johnson with. Oh, I like that set, man.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Well, just like I will tell you, like I told the audience, we may have to give up Colt.
Why?
Unknown pet policy brought to light.
Oh man!
After I posted a picture of me and Colt on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And you know me, I'm as transparent as ever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little pissed off. And to hear my wife say, maybe we can give you back to mommy and daddy.
You have every right to be upset. I mean, if this is something that just was sprung on you guys, yeah, that's not right.
I'll put this up again.
What's up, Drew?
Do me a favor. No, I'll put this across the bottom.
Okay.
Help us get home, please. And chosen one, we're getting to the sports. Wait your turn.
Yeah, because I got something for you.
Always some drama on here. Brother, you have no idea what drama is until you've walked a mile in my shoes. Hell, until you've walked 50 feet in my
I was about to
shoes.
say, forget a mile. You ain't have to walk that far.
Mm-hmm. You don't have, you ain't got, I know this is impromptu. I know this is not the way we scheduled the show, but
I'm sorry. My bad. I saw something else hilarious.
hit me with it.
Oh.
Give me Red Fox, please.
That was great. All right. So after he finishes derailing the show a bit, you got to get your catharsis out.
Bitch, please.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We're winging it today. F the schedule. F the whip around. We're winging it today. And here's how I'm going to start it.
In a world where partial greatness is celebrated and total greatness is shunned, there stands to be a figure on the lips of those who love him and those who hate him. The inane comparisons to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant continue and has existed since 2003. There is no end in sight, for the battle between those who unconditionally love and unconditionally hate him rages on. These are their stories. Welcome to the Bronzexual Confessions.
Oh, Lord.
This is directed to the chosen one. LeBron James is not the greatest player on the planet. He hasn't even been the best player on the planet in 20 years, period. Hear me and hear me well. LeBron James is straight up unfiltered trash as a basketball player.
What?
He's trash.
What?
He's done.
What?
He's finished.
What?
Kaputski.
What?
Finito.
What?
All of that.
What?
And to think he actually wanted a scoring title more than a world championship this past year. I think that's been the case for a couple of years. But no one will say it aloud. I certainly will. I certainly will.
Yeah, I definitely will too.
This guy was shoved down our throats beginning in 2002.
Yeah.
Hell, if you really want to think about it, 2001.
Well, we first heard about it in 2001. But yet the shoving down of our throats
began in 2002 when the Lakers and Kings were staging an epic Western Conference final. He's been shoved down our throat and up our ass for 20 years. Oh my God, did you see what he did? Yeah, I saw what he did, and it wasn't a doggone thing.
Mm-hmm. That's right, Sid.
It wasn't a doggone thing.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have a jump shot. He doesn't have a post game. And when it comes to the fourth quarter, hear me well, chosen one. Hear me well. When it comes to the fourth quarter, over the course of 20 years, he's got no balls. Period. I will say it again. When it comes to the fourth quarter, he's got no nuts. Matter of fact, give me a little Steve Austin. He's got no nuts.
What?
No balls.
What?
No nerve.
What?
No killer instinct.
What?
None of that.
What?
Look at the complete body of work. I didn't have to peruse social media for this one. Look at the complete body of work. That says it all. He's not even close to being the greatest of all time. He's not even close to being one of the best, and I don't know why. And I'm gonna piss a lot of bronsexuals off today and tomorrow by my next statement, which reads as follows: I don't know why he was chosen one of the 75 greatest players.
Damn!
Oh, y'all didn't hear me. I'll say it again. I don't know why he was chosen as one of the 75 best players.
Damn!
Because if you look at the complete body of work, he's got nothing. And a snowman means nothing to show for it. Now, I know you're going to throw, but the 3-1 comeback in 2016, I'd throw up a finger right now, but it would be the wrong one. He got aided by the NBA offices because he had no nuts to compete with Draymond Green.
Are you saying that the NBA served him a stimulus package?
A bigger stimulus package than anyone that we ever got.
Wow.
Matter of fact, to borrow from Trading Places with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd, when they got beat in Game 4 of the 2016 finals, he went to the NBA offices and was crying like a pussy. So they suspend Draymond Green. I don't know why. Because if they followed the letter of the law, they'd have suspended him in the Western Conference Finals, not the NBA Finals.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
And you know what? Kick the chosen one out right now. I love you, Rod, but enough's enough.
Wow.
I know I got a lot of chaos going on, but doggone it, I don't need you to thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I don't need any more chaos than what I have right now. Thank you, Ryan, and thank you, everyone. He gone.
Hey, Pizzle. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Looks like loving the chat of having the boot or improving of the boot. Wow. All right.
But again, like I said, hear me well. LeBron is not one of the 75 greatest players. Hell, he's not even one of the 125 greatest players. Hell, he's not even one of the 200 greatest players. And these clowns called bronsexuals know it, but they refuse to believe it. They refuse to believe it. I'm one of the first ones that was unimpressed with LBJ. And everybody around me was shocked and saying, why? Did you see what he did? Yeah, nothing. Absolutely freaking nothing. And as far as I am concerned, he never had an era in the NBA. Ever. Let me say that again. He never had an era in the NBA. Ever. Ever. Because if he had an era in the NBA, Steph wouldn't have 4 titles. Kawhi wouldn't have 2 titles. Manu, Tony Parker, and Tim Duncan would never have one on his watch. Period.
I'll give him 2007, but definitely not 2014.
I'm not getting in 2007 anymore. F that.
Forget those pom-pom seals. I'm not even dealing with them.
Mm-hmm. And as I said, he never had an era. The LeBron era never existed. The Steph Curry era has existed. The Kobe Bryant era existed. Matter of fact, 2009, everybody and their mother was sponsoring Kobe versus LeBron in the finals. One problem. LeBron never got there because he got spanked around like a bitch in the Eastern Conference Finals by Dwight Howard and the Orlando Magic.
Damn!
He got slapped around like a 2-bit. Fill in the blank. In the Eastern Conference Finals. And this is after coming so close in 2008. Child, please. Now I know and concede that he's going to get first ballot Hall of Fame status. I know that.
Yeah, that's
that I will not deny. I will not. And I already know why. It's a blankety blank popularity contest, especially when it. I'm trying not to cuss, but it's a doggone popularity contest when it comes to. And sometimes about Bron and what he does off the court, I just think,
what in the blue hell do you think you're doing, you freak?
and by the way, to him and his friends and his wife,
Stay off the weed.
you mean she was doing this in the 2016 World Series Game 7, bottom 7?
So good.
that's exactly what she was doing. That is exactly what she was doing. And the bad part is it got caught on camera.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Bron, you need to hit this. Oh, Lord, the camera.
No.
Once again.
No.
And it got caught on camera, and you think,
What the hell's going on out here?
Thank you, Vince. That's Lombardi, not McMahon.
mm-hmm. The only thing I'll concede about LeBron is over the course of his career, he's built up just enough to get a first ballot Hall of Fame election. And I mean that, just enough. Because to me, he's not a Hall of Famer. Period.
Wow.
He's not a Hall of Famer. He's not one of the 75 greatest. He's not even good. He's not even good.
Wow.
Okay? Matter of fact, I'll repeat a statement I have said many times over. I'll repeat a statement I have said many times over about LBJ.
Mm-hmm.
And the statement goes like this.
Quote.
LeBron James has had the NBA by the balls, by the throat, handcuffed, hogtied, pinned to a wall, and duct taped for 20 years and hasn't done a damn thing with it.
Close quote.
Yeah, I'm spitting fire today. I am pissed off. I am riled up. I'm here with you guys. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it.
Oh, and for you all, oh yeah, tomorrow we'll be
I got
talking
more.
about.
Oh, we got
no, you
more.
got more, and I got plenty. And tomorrow we'll definitely be talking about these individuals.
Cause we take this job so serious.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Yes, it's Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
Oh, I got plenty more. And tomorrow, I will use me perusing social media for mine. Today, Rod, I love you dearly, but you pissed me off.
Just not the right time and the right place.
I'll say it again. Rod, I love you dearly. I can't wait to have you back on Monday, but you pissed me off. And when you piss me off, talking about who the GOAT should be and who the NBA logo should be, and the NBA logo is correct. It's Jerry West.
Yeah,
and it'll remain Jerry West.
Yeah, it should continue to be Jerry West.
I know LeBron has earned a lot of accolades. I know that. But in my book, he deserves none of them. I said it and I'll say it again. He deserves none of them. And no, I am not being a
prisoner of the moment.
I'm looking at the entire body of work of one LeBron, Raymond James, and what the public does and what the NBA does is they combine his off the court work with his on court work, and they elevate him to a platform he doesn't deserve. And the moment he passes Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in terms of scoring, I will.
Well, I guess that about concludes the bomb that my brother just dropped. Oh, he has more. Hold on a second. Keep cooking.
As I was saying, the moment he passes Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I will be sick to my stomach. Because supposedly he is chasing championships. That's bullshit. He's chasing ghosts. He's chasing records. That don't sound like GOAT status to me. If you're chasing championships, then yeah, I can allow it. But I'm not allowing this. And Sick, let me answer your question. Nah, leave him in. Leave him in. Now that I got that off my chest, and now that this piece of improvisation is out the way, get out my face, you thirsty bitches.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying loyalty.
Your royal penis has been cleaned.
Good Lord, I'm about to throw up. This has been yet another installment of The Bronzexual Confessions.
There's nothing like a reference of Coming to America on a sports show. On a tuckered out Taco Tuesday edition at that. I love it. Because that's all the NBA has been doing for him for 20 years. Your royal legacy has been cleaned. After you stain the motherfucker.
Oh my.
I'm really trying not to swear this morning, but after all that's been thrown at me off the mic, and I'm
Yo, Kang.
sucks. Put another word in that sentence, Pizzle. Sucks. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Let's get to sports.
Okay.
Let's get to Giannis Antetokounmpo
Yeah.
saying on a broadcast that he wouldn't mind playing for the Bulls later in his career. Don't do that.
Problem?
Giannis, this is coming from a Bulls fan. Don't do that. Your legacy is with Milwaukee. Keep it that way. I know, but after the whole in 2009, Giannis, just keep your legacy in Milwaukee. You already brought them a championship. There's a chance you may bring them another 2 or 3 championships. Your legacy is in Milwaukee. Your legacy is with the Bucks. Keep it that way. I never thought I would say this. I never thought I would say that, but given all of the disloyalty, Kevin Durant, I'm looking at you. Given all of the disloyalty in the NBA and all of the players having the power and all of the stupid takes I've seen. Here I go growling again. All of the stupid takes I've seen when I have been perusing social media.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I was perusing social media. And all of the stupid takes about players having the power. And what makes it so sad is that Adam Silver has no nuts whatsoever to put a stop to it.
Well,
did I say something incorrect?
It's proof. Here's where you have the issue. You have NFL players complaining that they don't have enough power. And they look over at the NBA brethren and they see that they, even though the owners do have some, governors do have some power. That's part of the problem. The fact that you know that they don't have all the power in the NBA because the players sway it. So the NFL players are seeing the NBA players, and they're like, wow, we want to be like them.
Chris frickin' Paul.
I mean, how long has he been the Labor president?
Don't know, don't care. And Drew, you're right. I am heated. Most of this is because of stuff that comes off, that's off the mic, that's been thrown at my wife and I. But yeah, I'm. Thank you, Victor.
Adam Silver's been nothing more than a marionette for David Stern. You wish he was a marionette for the guy.
Silver is trash.
You know, it is sad that the only good thing you could say about him, and I say it from the standpoint of I know it really wasn't him, but still he's going to get the credit for it, was for the initiation to move Sterling out of ownership of the Clippers.
Yeah.
He's going to get credit for that. But to me, that was more the players getting together with the other owners and saying, nah, that dude's just he's too much of a wild card. He's too much of a stain on the game. He needs to go.
And that's all that is.
Yeah.
But back to Giannis, stay in Milwaukee. I mean, your legacy is there. We talked about teams having legacy players. Sidney Moncrief, Paul Pressey, Terry Cummings, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Hell, in a way, Jack Sikma. He extended his career in Milwaukee. But with all that, I utter the same sentence I will utter about any other player that
has spent considerable time in one spot.
Stay put. Stay put. If he comes to Chicago, then I'll accept it. But I'm saying reestablish the loyalty. Piss everybody off and reestablish the loyalty. Because remember, a couple years ago, people were questioning, is he going to leave? Is he going to leave? And like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. And not only did he say, nah, I'm good, he actually went so far as to say, I don't want to do like what the other elite NBA players are doing. I want to establish a championship winning culture here. And by God, the very next year after he said that statement, he did.
He did. Let's keep it that way. Let's keep it that way.
And to me, he has the ability right now to write his own ticket in Milwaukee. I mean, he can do it now, but to think of, and you mentioned some great names. Mentioned the great names who wore the Bucks uniform, because there have been many.
Sidney Moncrief, Craig Hodges, Paul Pressey, Jack Sikma, and these are guys that played at the old Mecca in Milwaukee.
And of course, you have Oscar Robertson and Kareem.
Big O, Kareem. Kareem won a championship.
And Kareem won, and Kareem and Oscar won a championship with him. If Giannis
74,
go a little earlier. 1971.
71. 71.
Yeah. You know, and Giannis has the ability to win more than one championship, more than one NBA title with the Bucks. And that's something no other Bucks player has done.
None.
And so he could go down as the greatest Buck ever.
Many have come close.
And many have come close.
You know, let me talk to the playmaker for a minute, because he's right with this. Damian Lillard and Bradley Beal already established the loyalty. You know who else has? Number 30.
30 of the
world champion
Memphis Grizzlies. The Charlotte Hornets. No.
Try again.
All right, talk on it. Of the Lakers.
No, hell no.
That's a team full of people who are turncoats. I'm sorry. Yes, the Warriors.
No.
Yes, Stephen Curry is one of the biggest gems of the game too, along with Damian Lillard. Along with Lillard.
Steph only stayed because they built around him, and they paid him a whole lot of money.
And I don't see a problem with that.
I don't see a problem with that either. I mean, Steph is the only player in NBA history. Listen to me, bronzexuals, and listen to me good. Steph is the only player so far in NBA history to earn not one, but 2 max contracts. And each of those max contracts were worth well over $200 million buckaroonies.
That's one thing that he is the first to do. The other is to be the first player to win the MVP of the regular season
unanimously. Good morning to Ben Sutterth in the house with us. He says good morning to the chat.
Good morning.
And also adds loyalty is out the window for most athletes. Yeah, just ask Tom Brady.
Drop that mic, Ben.
Just ask Tom Brady. Oops. 20 years with the Patriots, and he says, nah, I'm going south.
Yeah, because he didn't feel the loyalty from the place he needed to feel it from.
Mm-hmm. I'm not calling you a bronsexual, Drew. I'm not
Oh,
calling you.
we know you're not, Drew.
We know you're not one. But Giannis, stay put. Your legacy is in Milwaukee, from the Mecca to the Bradley Center to the Fiserv Forum. And I've seen. I had a chance to do a game in the old Mecca.
Exactly, Drew.
Yes,
exactly. He left because of Belichick. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. I did a game. I had a chance to do a game in the old Mecca.
Oh, you lucky man. Really?
Wisconsin Milwaukee was playing there.
Okay. Oh, so you got to call a college game. Nice. Okay.
At the end of the show, I'll tell you some of the places where I broadcast games. But let's take a break. And when we come back, we'll start hour 2 early. And we must talk Ben Simmons. And we're going to have fun with this.
Oh, boy.
Yep. Now I'm smiling.
About time.
I needed an hour to get it together.
Good. Well,
now I'm smiling. The dog is calm. I'm calm. But we're going to get heated with Ben Simmons next.
Oh, boy.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Thanks for listening to this episode of Snowman in the Morning. You can support us at Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson every time you shop for fan gear or collectibles at Fanatics. Just visit officialsitmorn.com/fanatics and click on the Fanatics logo. Then shop as planned and we'll get a commission on your sale that will help us a ton. Next time you're going to shop at Fanatics, just visit officialsitmorn.com/fanatics and support our morning show. Thanks.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
Sports program that gives you the flavor.
Washington Commanders? Really?
This whole thing stinks to high heaven.
That pulls no punches.
Thuggish act by a thuggish actor.
That gives you some humor.
Praise everything LeBron does and never criticize it.
If you want a show that gives you good times, then this is that show.
I am Cole Johnson and welcome to
Cole Sports with the Z. Every Friday on Patreon and every Saturday on YouTube, Spreaker, and all other outlets.
He's back.
Owen, let's talk for a second.
Hi, Ellen. Come on in.
When you came into my life, it was a whirlwind.
I just can't do it.
It'll come to you.
It won't.
We had a lot to learn about each other. A lot. Hey, that's good. Things were changing so quickly. We didn't know what the future would hold. Any of us. I just wish he felt more at home now. But we knew you would always be a part of it. Adopting you was the best decision in our life. And I am so proud to call you my son.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up?
Michael Jordan against Danny Ainge. Michael on the drive across the lane. Turnaround shot. Got it. 63 for Jordan. The game is
real
tied at
king.
131 with 110 left. A new NBA record has been set in the Boston Garden by an all-time great. I don't care if he's only played a year and change. He ranks right up there with the all-timers.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Gee, this promises to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait.
Are you kidding me? Do you believe it?
Cause we take this job so serious.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
Hour 2 begins right now. Give me that promo again, please.
Oh, no problem, sir.
Give it to me again.
Cause we take this job so serious.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.
Now, Ben Simmons and the Sixers reached a settlement agreement on the grievance Simmons filed to recoup a portion of the nearly $20 million withheld from him as a result of
sitting on his behind.
The result of his failure to play games in the 2021-22 season. Both sides agreed to confidentiality on the exact financial settlement reached. You dumbasses. Dereliction to duty. Ever heard of that? He refused to play games. Why are you giving him money? Hold on
that now means we can
I
act
got
like
another
prima
family
donnas.
member for y'all to meet.
Oh.
This is Binks. And Binks was getting into trouble here. But go ahead, sir.
So now this means that players, and not just NBA, NHL, MLB, NFL, players can act like absolute prima donnas, pout, have the stiff upper lip because they're not getting their way, and they actually can finally get their way, which is absolutely ridiculous to me.
Does the name Kyler Murray mean anything to you?
Yes. Who did nothing but whine and pout and kvetch.
Whine and bitch and moan and bitch and moan and bitch and moan, and look what happened.
He got a $160 million guaranteed contract, along with $230 million for his totality if he were to get all of his marks.
I wish.
What's up,
I wish
Wise?
that Philadelphia. What's up, Wise? I wish that Philadelphia had the stones to tell Ben Simmons, F you. You didn't play, you don't get paid. It seems pretty simple to me.
Actually, I really wish they told Ben.
I don't remember asking you a thing.
Even better. Even better. Just tell him, hit it again. Hit it again.
I don't remember asking you a thing.
Because Ben Simmons did not play for Philadelphia, and they fined him for every game that he missed,
which ended up being close to $20 million of his contract.
and he had the ball, he had the gall, the balls, the nuts, and the nerve
to sue him. I'm like, what the heck? You didn't play, idiot. Well, maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to sit on my job, not do a doggone thing, and then and do it for. Well, let me see. He did it for the totality for 4 months. Yeah, sit on my job for 4 months, not do anything. Now, clock in, don't do jack, and basically say, okay, I'm suing you because doggone it, I was an employee. Even though I didn't do jack, I'm an employee. I deserve that 4 months of pay. Get out of here.
He ought to know better than that.
Get out of here.
And how is he an all-star? Tell me, how the hell is he an all-star? What warranted the Philadelphia 76ers to choose him number 1 overall? What did he do? What did he do to make him such a commodity?
Well,
and Wise, you're not the only one that's going to have to bust out a new background. See, I'm going to have to bust one out myself.
I'm just doing something simple. I mean, man, okay.
You know simplicity rules with us.
Well, true, yeah.
But be that as it, what has Ben Simmons done? Okay,
he did 2 things. He was born and he grew to be 6'10".
But he doesn't do a doggone thing in a basketball court.
That's where I was going with it.
Did I climb in your head on that one?
Yes, sir. Because they rave about the fact he has point guard skills. They rave about the fact he has a sharp basketball
where?
Yeah.
Can I interrupt for a moment? Can I interject for a moment? Point guard skills where?
Well, you know, he has the ability to be unselfish. You know, he's pass first. Actually, that's wrong. He's pass only.
I'll repeat my question. Point guard skills where?
Well, you know, he has wonderful handles. He
doesn't. Stop. Stop. Give me that strike.
He has great court vision. He's unselfish. He thinks about his teammates before he thinks about himself. He's a coach on the floor.
Have a Coke and a smile and shut up.
And
I forgot. And he is 2.0.
Bitch, are you for real?
And
have a Coke and a smile and shut up.
And
bitch, please.
There you go. The dude cannot play basketball correctly. I mean,
here's the issue
I had a friend
have.
send me a mixtape of Ben Simmons at LSU, and he's so excited. Ben Simmons is gonna be the next bitch, please.
Here's the issue I have with him, and I still have this issue with him. You were 6'10". 60. I don't give a crap if you do have these point guard like skills. Fine. Have handles, be unselfish, and all that. There's going to come a time you're going to have to use that height for your advantage, because very few players, even in the league, let alone on the earth, very few players in the league are taller than you.
Like I don't know, what's the old phrase? Mouse in the house?
Yeah. And he would have mouse in the house capabilities with just about everybody in the league. And for him to not take advantage of that, that is where I challenge any and everybody when they say to me, well, he has a high basketball IQ.
Not.
Well, heck, I coached the game. I didn't play it on a high level, but I coached it. And I could say right there, that is a prime example of not having a high basketball IQ, because you would be, heck, you don't even have to be in high school and learn that is an advantage you would have over the defender on you. I mean, that should be 2 points easy.
Trae Young spooked him.
And it makes me laugh when I think about that play. The fact that he backed another guy down and beat him to the spot, and was spooked, like you said correctly, by a 6'1" point guard that basically just flashed in his way. Yeah, an actual point guard that just basically flashed in his view because he could have easily dunked on him. I'm like, you
save the game for Philadelphia.
You have 9 inches on this guy and you decide to pass the ball off. That right there is what infuriates me about when people say, well, Ben Simmons has a great basketball IQ. Right there, he proved his basketball IQ is 0.
Yeah. Because that was a dunk and that was a game-saving play waiting to happen. You know, Joel Embiid didn't want to throw Ben Simmons under the bus, but he should have.
Look, playmaker, I would love to not give him as much time as we do. Unfortunately, when we keep hearing his name in media and we see the results of what he has, or in this case, has not done, it just infuriates. I know it infuriates my partner. It infuriates me. Because it's like it's like these people aren't getting it through their thick skulls. I'm like, he has all these gifts and he does not take advantage of them.
If Magic Johnson, who had, quite honestly, a mediocre jump shot when he came into the NBA.
He did.
At age 20.
It was mediocre, yeah. And he would admit it was mediocre.
Could develop a jump shot through the years while honing his point guard skills at 6'9", posting people up. Anybody remember 1987 and the baby hook?
To me, probably on court, the best Magic Johnson moment.
By the time 1990 got here, guess what Magic Johnson had? A jump shot.
Yeah, on his way to his 3rd MVP. You know, and that to me,
Magic worked on his, you know, the final word, game.
That to me is the gold standard. If you're going to be a guy that tall, and you're going to profess having skills that a guy your size should not have or has not had, well, then you're going to have to diversify your game enough to where you take advantage of your height, but you also extend the life of your career by learning to do all these other skills well.
He didn't have a jump shot when he came into the league in 1980. By 1985, he was killing the Boston Celtics in the World Championship Series with what, ladies and gentlemen? A jump shot.
Yeah. And the Celtics wisely backed off him because it was like, well, sometimes in the crunch moments, and this was proven in the 1984 NBA Finals, heck, he probably will not know what to do with the ball. Well, it turns out that I'm gonna look at this camera, Mr. Simmons. I hope you did this in the offseason. I hope you're doing it now in this offseason, because what a predecessor of yours did, because he got clowned hard for having a horrible finals. He holed himself wherever he practiced, and he heard tragic and all that type of stuff, and he's a choker. Heard that everywhere from Boston to LA. He went to the lab, improved his handles, improved his court vision, improved his jump shot, and he did everything possible to not be a detriment to his team, but an asset to it. And all he did, all he did 12 months later was assist literally them to a championship over the team that vanquished him. And they no longer could call that man tragic.
And the best part about that, the Lakers are one of only 2 teams to clinch a championship
in Boston.
In Boston. The other one just happened.
The Warriors, yep.
The other one just happened. And speaking,
agreed, Sick. Agreed.
Yep,
agreed.
Should have stayed for 2 years because
Agreed.
he wasn't ready.
No, he wasn't.
He was not ready at all. He wasn't ready. And for those of you who thought he was ready, stupid.
Well, we have to understand. He was, the 1.0 was working well. 2.0 had to be just as outstanding. And get this, he actually had a year of college under his belt.
Well, get this instead. The late, great Chick Hearn describes.
Cooper takes the ball out of bounds, baseline. Kareem and Worthy to the left. Worthy comes to the right. To the left goes Magic. He's got it. He didn't shoot it. 5 seconds left. Magic down the middle. Just what I thought. A hook shot at 12. Good! 2 seconds left. The Lakers take the lead on Magic Johnson's running sky hook.
You know what makes that play more outstanding and astounding too?
What's that?
Magic had the mindset of he was unselfish. Okay, yeah, I can score. No problem. But I know in those moments when it's 10 seconds and closer to the horn, who's the big man or who is the guy that I need to feed the ball to? My job is to feed him. And and in the offseason before that play happened, of course, that happened in the 87 finals. The 86 offseason, Pat Riley goes to Magic Johnson. He says, Buck, because that was their nickname for him. He says, Buck, you're going to have to be the number one scorer on this team. You're going to have to be the guy where the offense goes to first. And Magic being Magic, it was like, big fella's not ready to retire yet. And of course, you got Big King James, who did eventually at one time lead the team in scoring. Same thing with Byron Scott. It's like you got all these other ones that I want to have them shine, but I don't need to be that.
Pat Riley said,
trust me.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Pat, knowing how the game is supposed to go, says, trust me. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We need to have you to be a more selfish player on the offensive end. And oh no, the next 2 years they end up with rings. So Pat Riley don't know what he's talking about. He lit a fire under Magic's behind.
The MVPs of those next two finals, Magic Johnson in 87. The next year, and James Worthy
lit a fire under Magic, and all the Lakers did was win
back-to-back rings.
And with the finals,
just like Phil Jackson lit a fire under Michael Jordan, saying, "Trust your teammates."
Yeah,
what happened beginning in 1991? Three-peat.
Yeah, Phil did the opposite.
Yeah,
Phil was like, "Look, man, we know you could shoot, we know you can score, and we know that you're unselfish. It's just that you have the ability to want to think that you can play 1-on-5. Don't play 1-on-5, man."
And he wanted it so badly.
Yeah,
he wanted it so badly.
Yeah. Don't play 1-on-5, and
right.
people gonna think that you're being selfish because you want to score. It's more like you want to win, and you have the ability to think, and you have the propensity to think, well, heck, if I'm going to score 60, 70, 80 points for us to win, I'll do that. No, take less of the load off of you, put more of the onus on the other guys, and let them help you get that ring.
And they did.
Best
move.
Phil Jackson was the best thing for Michael Jordan's career.
Let's talk some baseball, and we begin with the commercial that I happened to spot, which was one of my favorites of all time, featuring the Kid.
Bottom of the seventh, Mattingly at bat, 1 out, runner on third. Here's the pitch. Mattingly hits it deep to right center.
I got it.
There it is, y'all.
I got it.
One of the
not
best
arm.
One of the best commercials I've ever seen of any athlete.
Oh my goodness.
Ever.
I found that and I knew I had to incorporate that. Jordan Zombie joining us here on the broadcast. Good old days of 90s baseball. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Kid. With the kid. Ken Griffey. Listen.
Still one of the best commercials I've ever seen.
Listen, I have a question, and I know it's an unfair one, and I want you to tweet this out. I want you to tweet this out with the ID official SIT more. Question of the day is this. Who had the sweeter swing as a left-hander?
Okay.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Mm-hmm.
or Will the Thrill Clark?
Oh, okay. All right.
Get you.
You almost did, but I have claimed this already, though.
All right.
I have claimed this. Will's swing is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you would not think. Well, you could say the same thing with Griffey too, but you would not think a power hitter would have such a great stroke,
such a great fluid.
It's just fluid.
I say it's a tie.
It's a fluid. It's a fluid delivery with the bat. I'm like him, and it's just like a natural motion. Of course, he was nicknamed the Natural. It was just,
of course,
it was fluid. It was fluid, and he was the first left-handed batter that I've ever witnessed give left-handed pitchers trouble. I'm like, how in the world?
Yeah.
Normally people
BS3 says Griffey BS3 says Griffey all day. Griffey was so sweet, but so was Will Clark. Will the Thrill. I like I said, for me it's a tie.
But
especially when you see a swing like this. Take it away, Vince Scully.
Case in point.
Line drive, base hit. In comes one. In comes Butler. Going to third is Thompson. 3-1, San Francisco.
Left-handed pitchers didn't face this guy. I'm like,
no chance.
Wow.
Stood no chance.
Wow.
That pitch was up.
Yes. That pitch was
up near his eyes.
Mm-hmm. And he knew
and he
exactly
smacked it into center field.
Mm-hmm. But yes, I've gone on record as saying, go ahead.
Y'all want to see it again? Let's see it again.
Line drive, base hit.
Let her high. Let her high.
Let her high. Comes Butler. Going to third is Thompson. 3-1, San Francisco.
Best part about that, and Victor, this is for you. Best part about that, it was against the Cubs.
It was against the Cubs. Poor Mitch
Damn,
Williams.
you know me so well. It was against the Cubs.
Poor Mitch Williams. But
never was the same after that. Until he regained his composure until 1993.
He regained his composure with the Phillies, but then Joe Clark messed it all the way up for good.
I mean, now you got me thinking.
But I have been on record as saying the prettiest swing, forget left-handed swing, the prettiest swing I have ever witnessed came off the bat of one Ken Griffey Jr. I have said that.
I love them both. When I played, I actually was a switch hitter, but I made more contact from the left side than from the right side, and the right side's my power side.
Mm-hmm.
Figure that out.
Yeah,
the right side is my power side. The left side was I don't know, my Ken Griffey Jr. side.
Yeah,
I guess
your contact side more.
Yeah, thank you, my contact side.
Mm-hmm.
I made more contact with my left than with my right.
It was funny. I got into switch hitting late because my father had me just strictly bat right-handed throughout junior high.
Yeah,
and so like my sophomore year of high school, I attempted to do switch hitting, and that's exactly what happened with me too. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
I was able to knock the cover off the ball further right-handed. But for some reason, I just wasn't able to see pitches as well.
Mm-hmm.
But left-handed, I didn't have the power, but I could spray the ball all over the field.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, speaking of Mitch Williams and him being ruined forever,
poor Mitch.
The late great Tom Cheek delivered this, and so did Joe Carter.
Yeah.
Pitch on the way, a swing and a belt, left field, way back. Blue Jays win it. The Blue Jays are World Series champions as Joe Carter hits a 3-run home run in the 9th inning, and the Blue Jays have repeated as World Series champions. Touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
That's a late great Tom Cheek, the longtime voice of the Blue Jays, delivering that call.
And he's correct.
And he ruined Mitch Williams for good.
A walk-off World Series ender. Yeah, you won't ever hit another homer big as that. But yeah, that ruined Mitch Williams for good. That's unfortunate.
Now, this year's Major League Baseball playoffs could play until
November. A few days into November.
Mm-hmm. They get underway October 7th with not a wild card game, but a wild card, God help me, series.
And not just one or two, but four. Four best of 3 wild card series. And I'm saying
you got the mini series, you got the division series, the league championship series, and then the World Series.
Which, yes, I understand why they came up with this. This was generated by what happened in the bubble year.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, oh, well, I think we liked what happened. We may need to institute this at some point in the future. Well, that future will be in 2 months.
A wild card series.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you implement that 2 years ago?
Yeah, might as well said, okay, we'll start doing it.
You should have kept it.
Mm-hmm.
A wild card series. It seems. You know what, Ryan? I actually agree with you about this.
Here's why they won't. The league is the league Major League Baseball more than any other professional league is so stuck in tradition.
That's the truth.
And so, we've been playing 162 games for God knows how long. Now they won't budge off of this. They won't budge off of 162.
They won't. As late as November 5th.
Yes.
The World Series could end.
Game 7 of this year could be played, and it would be, if it went that long, November 5th is when the first pitch will happen. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yipe.
Mm-hmm. But I have to write my
and to think 6 years ago in November 2nd to be exact. I will tell this story. I don't think I told Victor this story. I'll tell this story now.
Oh, you love this, Victor. I think you will love this story.
And I think the folks in the chat will enjoy this story. November 2nd, 2016. I was living in LaPorte, Indiana. And the series was tied 3 games apiece. And I'm like, how the hell did the Cubs come back from 3-1 down? I had Cub fans blowing up my phone.
Of course you did.
I've said it for years. I've said it on this program. Cole's been with me for the 7 months he's been with me. You know the Cubs are going to win the World Series, right? Shut up!
So you mean tell me Chicago, they were that way, like how Cowboys fans
are like Cowboy fans.
Lord have mercy.
Cub fans are like Cowboy fans, and Victor will vouch. And Victor will vouch for me.
So, but they were this way even before 2016.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that is delusional. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Do the finger point. Will you put the?
Yeah. You know nothing effed up, right? You know you're not up, right?
Yeah. That that.
They actually
I
would
went
say,
out.
Vic, they would actually say that, right? Wow.
Hell yeah, they would.
Wow.
Hell yeah, they would.
Wow.
Matter of fact, put Jordan's comment up. This will describe it right there.
Cubs fans think every year is their year, even when the team isn't rebuilt. That's sad.
Delusional Cub fans think every year is their year.
That is horrible.
So I was living in the port. It was the night of Game 7.
Yeah.
I was not going to watch it. All I did was listen to Tom Hamilton's call on WTAM in Cleveland. Rajay Davis tied the game at 6, and I actually got excited. I did. I actually got excited. I said, okay, maybe Cleveland will come back and win this thing after all. And that came off of Aroldis Chapman. Jose Altuve, anyone?
Ooh, Aroldis Chapman was wild in that game. Gosh, he was wild.
It got to the 10th inning, and the Cubs scored. They get 2 after a 40-minute rain delay. 40-minute rain delay.
Yep.
But you know they weren't going to shut this down.
No. The possibility that Cubs winning a World Series? No, they weren't going to shut that down.
40-minute rain delay. Cubs get a pair, 8-6. Cleveland comes back. They get 1, 8-7. And I'm already preparing in my head because I'm thinking, okay, Cleveland's going to complete this comeback. I'm prepared to say, congratulations, Cleveland Indians, 2016 World Series champions. I was prepared to do that the next day. And then the last out happened.
Now, Jordan, Vic, when I first heard this story, the very first words that came out of my mouth toward Brian were, now you know it's bad when you were rooting harder for a divisional rival, because I know he's a Sox fan. When you're rooting harder for a divisional rival to beat any other team. But I'm like, your disdain for the Cubs must be that absolutely high, probably higher and taller than he is. And so then he goes on to explain afterwards, after the third out was recorded in the 8-7 Game 7 2016 World Series game.
I stayed in my house for 3 days. Everybody was shooting off fireworks, and it was cold that night. Everybody's shooting off fireworks, shooting off their guns. Victor said, I can't believe I was rooting so hard for the Cleveland Indians. That makes 2 of us.
That's what
I never ever in life want the Cubs to win a World Series, and now I can't unsee that.
So for me, being a sports fan turned analyst now, that aspect is what I find the most enthralling about this story. It's like you rooted hard for a divisional rival.
See that? I can't unsee or unhear Joe Buck getting excited.
Yeah.
I mean,
I understand. I understood why he got excited. I mean, he's basically trying to be unbiased and he's in the moment. I get it. But I mean, but because basically he's probably a Cardinals fan. But I got it. I understand it.
And the Cubs beat the Cardinals on their way to the World Series.
Yeah, and that World Series, the Cardinals were beaten by the Cubs, right? So I get it from that aspect. He was just wrapped up in history. I get it.
Pat Hughes, the longtime voice of the Cubs, I know why he got excited. I know why he got excited. But
wow.
But put it up.
Vic, seeing the Cubs win the World Series is like Undertaker losing to Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 30
in New Orleans in the Superdome.
I never heard a place go that silent. a place that big, that
60
cavernous,
some
go
60,
that
70 some thousand people
silent.
went silent.
Yeah.
I'd rather, Jordan's gonna get mad at me, but I'd rather hear John Sterling go, "Yankees win, the Yankees win," than to hear and see the Cubs win the World Series.
Oh, think about it. It's the first one they've won in 108 years.
Should have no. No.
When you told me this story, and you told me this one back in 2018, I had to go back in my memory banks and think, okay, there've been times I've seen divisional rivals go to Super Bowls, go to finals, go to World Series, and I don't know if I could drum up the energy to root for a divisional rival like that.
Well,
the closest example would be when the Rams were playing the Titans in the Super Bowl. And I'm like, I would like to root for the Titans, but I really want the Rams to win. I tried. I'm like, this was something that they avoided the Oilers, but I can't root for them. I can't do it.
This is for Victor. I had pizza and burr stocked.
Oh Lord. I forgot about that part. You had pizza and beer stocked.
Yeah, what's the old album name? Chicken and Burr.
Yeah. Oh, you were straight up Luda. Okay, gotcha.
I went Luda. Chicken and Burr. I had pizza, chicken, and burr stacked up in my fridge. And I didn't come out the house for 3 days. Why? Because my entire block was full of Cub fans. And I'm like, oh, hell.
Okay,
Jesse Veal in the house. Good morning, Jesse.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong.
You know what? Victor said I needed whiskey just to get through the week. Brother, I tried that. Didn't work. You know what got me through? You know what got me through that particular week?
I needed whiskey.
You know what got me through that particular week? A football game with Michigan City. A football game with Michigan City High School and a basketball game with LaPorte.
I'm thinking, okay, so correct me if I'm wrong.
Good Lord. Go ahead, sir.
I was going to say that it's a bit of a hike from LaPorte to Chicago. And I'm thinking, why was it that flooded with Cubs fans?
It's Northwest Indiana.
Yeah. I would get it if it's Gary or any points around there, or even Valparaiso. I would get it if it's there.
Northwest Indiana.
But really?
It is south of Chicago. And it was surrounded by Cub fans.
Wow.
My day, my week was ruined. I don't know how the hell I got the energy. I don't know how the hell I got the energy for that playoff game I did with Michigan City.
Probably blocked it out.
Really don't. We had to drive to freaking Mishawaka that night.
Yeah, you probably just blocked it all out.
I had to.
You're like, I have a job.
I had to. Jordan said, "What's wrong with the Cub fans? They're not as obnoxious as AL East fans." Oh yeah. This is from a Chicagoan who lived around Cub fans, sober ones and drunk ones.
Way to go, Sammy!
Exactly.
Now up to bat, number 23, Don Mattingly.
Way to go, Sammy!
I mean, these Cub fans on that night and the week following went off their gourds.
I'll say this.
They went off their bleeping, ever-loving, blankety blank, bleep bleep gourds.
I don't think, and I've seen the Bulls win 6 chips. I witnessed the Blackhawks win 3 Stanley Cups.
Mm-hmm.
I've even witnessed the Bears win a Super Bowl, and I don't think I've ever seen Chicago go that absolutely crazy over any championship like the Cubs in 2016.
And this is given the White Sox. This is given that the White Sox beat them to the championship 11 years earlier.
Years before. And I'm including that because I did not see Chicago go that ape over the White Sox win the World Series. And that was the landmark one for them because that's the first one they won in 88 years. Did not see them go that crazy for any championship.
Nope.
Until November 8th, 9th, 10th of 2016 when they celebrated the Cubs. And I'm thinking to myself, you witnessed 2 3-peats. You witnessed a team in hockey where you all didn't think you was going to see a Stanley Cup, but you got a chance to see at that time 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, the Cubs? The Bears in 85.
Didn't matter.
Didn't
matter.
You all fill up Grant Park for the Cubs?
Mm-hmm.
And overflow the streets after you fill the park up for the Cubs? I'm like, wow, okay.
I mean, even this didn't set Chicago off.
Tying run at second, 2 out. Palmeiro over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox.
I was crying that night, October 26, 2005. I was crying.
Yeah, I was crying. I was crying a little that night too. Just not for the same reason. But
I know the reason because that series could have gone either way.
Yeah,
I already know that.
But it wasn't like I felt like the Astros were robbed. The better team was the White Sox.
Mm-hmm.
And the Astros weren't supposed to be there. So,
matter of fact, I believe I have John Rooney's call on AM 1000.
On ball, past Jenks, up the middle of the infield. Uribe has it. He throws. Out! A White Sox winner and a world championship. The White Sox have won the World Series, and they're mobbing each other on the field.
Wound up being John Rooney's last game with the Chicago White Sox organization, but what a better way to end it than with a title. And then the next year he goes to St. Louis and wins another one. Damn it, man. But that night, November 2nd, 2016, holy bleeping bleep.
Well, be glad that on November 1st, 2017, your boy got in all the smiles he possibly could.
Chavez Ravine, perhaps?
That's correct.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Sir.
Sir. I'm gonna try to find something.
Mm-hmm.
And see if I can.
Now, Vic, I know this was toward the 2005 White Sox clinching. But for me, I'm saying this for November 1st, 2017. That to me was a beautiful night.
Yeah, it was. Not only did the Astros win and make me a little money, but the Dodgers lost.
Yes.
And I can't stand the Dodgers.
Agreed, Ryan. Agreed. But Still, the better team was the White Sox.
I can't stand the Dodgers. I mean, I love you, Vince Scully, but damn it!
From the time I was spat out of my mother's womb, could not find a reason to, in a game, root for the Dodgers unless it would help when they were divisional rivals. Unless it would help out the Astros, that'd be the only time I'd root for the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
And now I have no reason to root for them.
I got no reason either. I got no reason to root for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yeah, so that was.
I got no reason reason whatsoever.
Yeah, so seeing the Astros win the World Series was sweet. Seeing them do it against the Dodgers made it even sweeter.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that on the way they beat the Yankees to do so, that was like so much icing on the cake. It was
that went the distance, didn't it? That ALCS.
That ALCS went all 7. In fact,
all 7. Okay.
In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think it went 1-0 in Game 7.
Yes.
I think.
Traded over here because of Sanchez success.
Here's a ground ball right side, could do it. The Houston Astros are world champions for the first time in franchise history.
Celebrate. Yeah. George, I miss you, baby. I miss you, George.
George Springer. Springer, Correa, Altuve,
Bregman.
And you know Justin Verlander is going to win the AL Cy Young. Easy.
I'm proud of him.
I'm happy for George Springer. I mean, for Justin Verlander.
I'm proud of him.
I'm happy for Justin Verlander.
Dude had nothing to prove.
And
he already got
he's proving it.
Yeah, already got his ring. The dude is coming back and he's still throwing bombs. And I'm like, dog, man.
He's still throwing 100 miles an hour in the 8th inning.
He's throwing straight heat. I'm like, how are you throwing heat? You just came off surgery. How?
Speaking of the Dodgers, one of my favorite hits against the Dodgers was this one, Mr. Scully.
The tying and possible winning runs are in scoring position with 2 out and Jack Clark coming up.
Oh, man. Oh, I was rooting hard for the Cardinals here.
You and me both, partner. You and me both.
And seeing this Niedenfuer pitch go where it's going to go, it warmed my 12-year-old heart.
And Jack Clark was broken.
Yes. Yeah. And Vin's call after that was beautiful.
Here it is.
Even more beautiful. He knew it was going as soon as he left his bat.
And Mr. Scully said,
this is jewelry. This is a piece of jewelry right here.
And Lasorda got the answer to his rhetorical question. Something about, should I walk this guy and pitch to that so-and-so? Well, he didn't walk.
Well, he didn't walk him.
In the 67 years that he has called games, that's one of the rare times I heard. Of course, the "she is gone" comment 3 years later is another. But that was one of the rare times you heard Vin go homer with a call.
Yep. And Lasorda got the answer to his rhetorical question. Something about, should I walk this guy and pitch to that so-and-so? Well, he didn't walk him. That right there. That right there. Well, he didn't walk him. Jordan with a question in the Fanatics feedback. Do you have the Dodgers going to the World Series this year? No, I don't.
They can, but
they're not going. They don't have enough pitching.
They
don't have enough arms.
That's exactly what I was going to go.
Did I climb in your head again?
Because I was going to say the problem that I see with them not going to World Series.
And they just lost Walker Buehler.
They don't have enough pitching, and they seem to. And I was going to say that too. They seem to lose arms.
They lost Walker Buehler for the remainder of the season.
They seem to lose arms. They don't have enough. They don't have enough arms, and they're unsure with their closer.
And their bullpen's a wreck.
They're unsure of their closer. They don't really have a solid bullpen. They basically have to play like the old school American League teams and try to outscore you.
Everybody.
And that can work for a time, but you get to a team that has arms, and that's all she wrote. So no, they could, but they would have to outscore teams, and I don't think they can.
Speaking of Vin Scully, and speaking of left-handed hitters, Mr. Fred Lynn.
Out at first, Carew at second,
Lewis
Trio
Dion,
at third. 2 out. And he drives it to deep right. Back goes Murphy, away back, and there it is, the first grand slam in All-Star history.
What a board, y'all.
Here's his time at bat. Watch the reaction. He knows he touched it off. He's watching it.
And that was for the then California Angels that he played for.
Such a man. Now that's 39 years ago. It's so different of a time, man.
Yeah, it is.
What?
Yeah, it is.
You know what I find more remarkable than just the fact that this was a grand slam that was hitting the All-Star game, which that is something we have not seen still since, is the fact that you had a crowd that acted like a home crowd, considering that this was in an American League ballpark, and an American League batter hit a homer. And it literally was like, wow, this crowd is invested in the game. And I love it.
83 in my hometown of Chicago.
The crowd
next summer, I'm going to keep a promise to my wife to take her to Chicago and feed her like crazy.
Oh, the All-Star game's going back there?
No, but we are.
Oh, Taste Chicago. Duh.
Yeah.
Forgot it.
I gotta get her some authentic Chicago cuisine, like Giordano's Pizza, where one slice could fill you up for a week.
Yeah. When I go to Chicago, that's what I have to do too. Because I've been hearing about deep dish all my life.
Let's see. There are 3 places I know: Uno's, Giordano's, and Lou Malnati's. And we'll close with this. I got a story about Lou Malnati's. I did a game one night for Roosevelt University, and I wanted to grab a snack.
I agree with that, Ryan.
I agree with that, Ryan.
My favorite uniforms they ever wore. I agree.
I agree with that. I wanted to get a snack, and they had just opened Lou Malnati's in downtown. I said, oh, hell. I may not have enough money, but screw it. I'm going in. That meal wound up being on the house. Why? Because the GM heard my call for Roosevelt, and as a Roosevelt alumnus. And he came up to me and said, were you the guy calling the basketball game? Yes, that would be me. And he said, you did a great job. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I tell the waitress, bring me the check. Let me see the damage. And as soon as she laid the check on the table,
your money's no
comes
good.
Flying over and said, this one's on the house.
Yeah, your money's no good here.
Exactly. Thank you. I'm like, what? He said, keep calling Roosevelt games. And he actually wound up being a sponsor later on.
That's awesome. That is cool.
Wound up being a sponsor for a couple of games later on. So he said, don't even worry about it. Well, okay, thank you. I went home and slept like a baby because I had a full stomach.
Yeah, full stomach. Full stomach off of a free deep dish pizza.
And that was the first time I tried Lou Malnati's. First time.
See, stories like that. I always felt that I would love Chicago. I never set foot in the city. The only place I could say that I ever set foot in Chicago so far was O'Hare, where I was there for like a 3-hour layover.
We got to get you and your wife to Chicago.
Now my wife's been to Chicago. I haven't.
We gotta have some fun in Chi-Town.
Now,
and God help us, we're gonna take in a White Sox game.
Okay. Well,
at New Comiskey Park, which is the original name.
The
Binks, what are you barking about? I know you want to get down, but we gotta get on out of here because hi Binks.
You being hijacked.
This is Binks, named after one of the characters in the Halloween movie. We got Salem and we got Binks, and Binks is acting a fool right now. So let's get on out of here. Thank you all for helping me get through this program. I appreciate it. And partner, thank you so much. Yeah, no, Binks.
Thank you so much, chat.
Thank you, chat. And thank you, everybody. And thank you, Alex, for the Cash App donation. Tallman Dr. K50 is the Cash App tag that you all will need. Oh, man. Yeah, Kitty goes meow, and Kitty's got to get put away, and then I got to head out. All right, let's get on out of here. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you,
then they are not big enough.
Neither is Binks. Dream big, do bigger. We are, and we hope y'all are too. Push the button. We're out of here.
See ya.
Thank you for tuning in to Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson, the hottest of hot takes and the coldest of cold, hard facts. Cause we take this job so serious.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson.